Fuzzy Biker here. We are at Baxter Cycle in the Magic Vintage Shop, where all the wonderful, amazing motorcycles are. My favorite ones. This is the one we're going to look at today. This is just an amazing machine. It is a 1944 BSA right there. M-20, I believe it's called. Yep. M-20 is a military bike. Obviously, this is not a military color, so somebody's done something different with it there. It's a very handsome motorcycle. I hope that's showing through in the video. It's pretty close to stock. There's been some things that have been changed. Obviously, the carburetor is different. I'll show you what it came in with this carburetor over here. That is an Amal carburetor. But apparently they're leaky and have all kinds of issues. They wanted the bike to be more rideable, so they put this one in. Okay, so what is it? Like I said, it's a 1944. It's about a 500cc, flathead, side valves. The valves are right here. You adjust them in here. Single cylinder, air-cooled. It's got an Amal carburetor on it now, concentric. Really a nifty old thing. Kickstart only, 4-speed most likely. It is a 4-speed. Has a magneto right here and a generator up here. 6-volt system. There's a battery. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Look at that horn. I wonder how we honk that. Makes a little noise. Little bash guard down there. Down tube. Looks like the frame's bolted together right there. Clutch is under here. This is a tin cover over it. Really neat thing, you know. So the right out of the engine right there. Chain, primary chain. Probably a single row chain, I'm guessing on that. Who knows about the clutch? Isn't that just gorgeous? I love the way, I mean, it's in really good shape. What else can we spy on the engine? I don't know how much power this would have made. I would guess 20 is maybe. Who knows? Probably loads of torque, because look at the long stroke. Loads of torque and a little bit of horsepower. You know, a bike like this probably didn't go all that fast. 50 miles an hour, probably on a good day. I'm guessing on that because I've never ridden one of these. If we get a chance, we can't ride this one, it's a customer bike, but if we get a chance to ride one, we certainly will. Running backwards here, got a rigid frame in the back. It's got the center stand, bicycle style center stand for the back here. These are actually foot pegs right here. This is a tool kit. There's no chain adjusters. You just kind of hit it with a hammer to get it in the right spot, or, you know, pull it loose and do that, you know. See what I mean here? There's no method to adjust it by bolt or action. This is another one of the foot, I'm guessing these are foot pegs. This is a side kickstand right here. Isn't that neat? So you put that down like that. Very nice. Let's see if I can get that back on. There we go. A friend of mine's Royal Enfield had something like that. Now here's the whole rear suspension right here. Oh, check it out. Regulator. Regulator right there. 6-volt regulator. It says Lucas on it. Very nice. So generator there, regulator up there, battery right there. Gorgeous. Little chain cover. We're looking over here. This comes out of the engine. We don't know if that's like a vent tube or whatever, and we're trying to see if it went down to the chain, like if it was maybe an oiler or something, but we don't know for sure. I can't really get a good eyeball on it. This is a dry sump motorcycle. The tank's right here, oil tank. There was a lot of difference to running one of these bikes back in the day. You know, these are not like modern bikes at all. And we'll probably do a video here soon on how that works. Look at this right here. That's for the clutch. There's the Kickstarter. This does not fold in, so that's always out. Check out the foot pegs. This is off the crankshaft. Runs up here. This is probably 1 to half speed right here to run the distributor and the generator. Isn't that really cool looking with that big old velocity stack on there? Just love that. Love it. Just a gorgeous thing. Here it says date. I think that says 58. 50. I can't really read. My eyes aren't that great. And that might have been the last time it was overhauled. Quite a machine. Look at that frame. Right there. Down. So here's the oil out, oil in lines right here, most likely. And of course, the transmission is separate from the engine. Frame actually runs between the transmission and the engine. Right there. Look at that mud guard right there, all the way down here. So this, if you had a flat tire, you'd unbolt this right here. This would pop off and get the tire out if you needed to. Look at that little red and gold line right through there, spoke wheel. Very handsome. You know, there's no seat here, but there are foot pegs. Isn't that something? Jumping up to the front, look at that front end. I've never ridden a motorcycle with this kind of a front end on it. And again, that's something I'd like to try someday. I'm guessing that's to adjust the amount of spring it has. Headlight right there. So amp switch right there. Here's the on-off button. Let's see what happens. Low. Well, we got a little bit of light out of it. Very nice, very nice. Big old spring right through there. Pedestrian splitter. It's got the rib on the fender. That's really cool, isn't it? Speedometer drive right here. It only has a speedometer. There's no tachometer on this. If you had a flat on this, you would unbolt this and use this to raise the tire off the ground. This becomes a stand. That's really neat, isn't it? This is, to me, this is just amazing stuff. Absolutely amazing stuff. I could play with this all day. Now let's go up here and check this out. Smith's gauge, and I always say it, there's a guy down the road here that works on these. He rebuilds these. He can print new faces, new glass, recrimp the cases, do the insides. Anyway, AM gauge, we already talked about that. That's the only gauge on this bike. Mirrors. One of these is going to be timing for the magneto, and the other is going to be choke for the carburetor. Not sure what this is, maybe a kill switch or something. Horn, of course. Clutch, and then, you know, the stamp levers. Stamp steel, and then of course the brake over here from brake. Fuel. Look at that paint. I'd like to show you how that works, but I don't want to twist it because I got it taped. And then of course the seat. And look at how this tank comes back on this side. But over here on this side it notches out, and I'm not sure why. Oh, probably the oil and stuff. Who knows? Who knows? It's really quite a machine, isn't it? And of course the mechanical brake. I just love the old brakes, you know. What's this wire for? Oh, that's for the taillight. Copper taillight. Check that out. Isn't that neat? I bet that doesn't put out a whole lot of light. Here is the electronics, the modern electronics of the day for the taillight brake light. Hooks to this. You know, so the brake lever, pivot point, arm over here. Here's you adjust the brake on the rear. I just love these foot pegs. I mean, look at that. Very interesting design. And I think I already pointed out this is tin. Just gorgeous. Bash plate on there. I would love to hear this running. The mechanic that is working on this is actually out today, so I don't know what we're going to do about that. This is a toolkit, or kind of a box to put things in. Beautiful machine, and I love the color. Just love the color. All right, my friends. Hey, quick before we go, check this out. BSA Thunderbolt 650. Just a beautiful thing. I think they've ran that through the shop already. And just right quick, beautiful little Triumph here, 500. New valves. I'm not supposed to show you this one, but we'll do it anyway. Check out the alternator. Three spring clutch, double row chained. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And this one is a work in progress. Don't know anything about that. Anyway, if y'all are interested in a newer used Royal Enfield Triumph, classic British bike of any type, like any of these, need parts, work, accessories, doodads, thingamajigs, jackets, anything at all, get yourself over to Baxter Cycle here in Marnie, or go to baxtercycle.com. Make sure you tell those guys Fuzzy Biker sent you. Now, if it's a nice day where you're at, get yourselves out there and ride, my friends. Life is good. Wahoo!